All right. I'm going to get stuck right in. Probably help if I had the chat going, you know. All right. So yeah, I got this here Gamut Repetitor. It is front and center. And so basically it's kind of like a marbles on steroids, or like a quad Turing machine, but a little bit different, of course. You have things like root, which just changes the root note of the sequence. You have spread, you have the length of the sequence. Happy the light changing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 16, 24, 32, and then infinite. So it goes pretty far. And then down or up. That's the one I kind of wanted to look at. What do they say about the down up? Shifts the range of voltages around the root notes. For example, a spread is set to a minimum of 24 semitones and down up is set to maximum. The highest would be 2 octaves above, and the lowest would be the root voltage. Okay. So it'll go below or above whatever the root you set to a certain amount. That's cool. Okay. And then scale selections, there are 3 little things. This is a built-in quantizer for everything. It's got 4 inputs. It's got 4 trigger outs and 4 CV outs. So the first thing I'm probably going to do is just give it a clock. All right, here is a straight clock, input doing its thing. Okay. And then we need to plug it into some stuff. So the obvious simple answer would be give it to an oscillator that has a built-in envelope, like the Pizza. The Pizza. So we'll give this a trigger out, and that'll go into the sync. Sorry, that's the sync input. And then we'll just bring this guy into a, yeah. How about just a randomfilter.org. Ow.
That cable hurted me. Somebody beat it up.
Okay. Okay. So there's our thing, all right? That's because I have spread set to 0. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. It's better. There we go. There we go. So it's kind of locked in. Now, here's the cool thing, right? It's only getting a basic trigger, right? Or a clock, okay? So it's generating not only notes, but also rhythms based on what's going on, okay? So we can change this to minor. Boom. Instant minor scale. Sweet. Unfortunately, I wish you could do it per channel. That would be completely bonkers. Yeah. And then it's got flavor and count. Okay. So the major, minor, symmetrical. Those are the 3 types of scales. Okay. So, for example, they have natural major tetratonic. which is basically a C major triad, and then a C minor triad and an octave. Okay, so like, yeah, it's wild. So natural major diatonic scale should be left, left, right. So the count on the bottom, that's what's going down. Okay. So the count is like the number of notes. The center switch changes the style of scale. The bottom, which is count, changes the number of notes used. A full table of all 27 can be... So they've got this big old honking table of 27 different scale things that you can use. Including, do they have something cool like, oh, I don't know, Phrygian dominant? That'd be nice. I'm looking. I don't see it. Damn. But they do have some interesting stuff in here. Yeah. So lots and lots of different scale types, potentially. And as we do the spread or the down... And then we can change the root. If we go spread all the way up, here's what we got. If we hit reset, so what I'm curious about is how do you reset that pattern? Put it on infinite? Yep. We'll put it on 1. Interesting. So like by basically setting it to the extremes, what is center, center, right? Melodic minor diatonic. Okay. This is center, center, middle. So melodic minor pentatonic. So C, D, E flat, G, A flat. That's it. So then, of course, that's just one voice. There are 4. So I think the thing to do would, of course, be to hook up more voices and see what they all do. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm thinking already, like, interesting things that one could do with this. In terms of... Ooh, I don't know if that would work well. I will have to try it. I was like, there's this stochastic function generator right above it, and each channel has a gate out when it triggers a new cycle. When you put it in loop mode, it spits out a gate at the beginning of each cycle. And there are also end of rise and end of fall out for each channel. So, like, you could do, like, the end of fall outs for all 4, and they could just be kind of doing their things. How would this interpret those inputs? That is the question. When it's not given a regular clock signal. We'll have to find that out. That's kind of the point of today. So, let's hook up some more voices here and do a thing. Logical place to go. Well, we can go analog. And we'll go there. Actually, I think I can use it. A longer short cable, if that makes sense. Like so. And like so. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So this is voice number 2. Y'all clock cable need to get out of the way. There you go. There. Really cool, because it's giving me trigger output lights also for each channel. And then all these, like,
Happy, pretty lights up here. Again. Channel 3. Who want? Let's put that guy here. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? No resonance. Okay. And then we'll take the input from something that might actually reach. Let's go there. Ooh, ba-ding. Somebody ba-ding. Oh, just dumb emails. So many emails. Okay. All right. That output would be good. Sounds right.
modulate me. So let's do that. Let's modulate the spread. Length. I take it it's at 1 right there. Buddy, y'all hanging around at negative voltages? Get out of there! Get out of there! Thank you, sloths. So if you listen closely, this is the number of steps that it's doing right now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it's shifting from 2 to 3 to 4, 5, and it's kind of drifting through all of these areas, making up its own happy little random rhythms each time. If we just pull this, we're right back on our loop. So, kind of neat. Now, again, if you don't clock it, then you can actually give it triggers from whatever, from various sources. Okay, so let's try this. This is the minimum and the maximum times. So if I do rise time like there and fall time right around there, put everything on looping and medium length, and then just give it 4 end of rise outputs. Let's go channel 3. We'll actually make the cable colors match like a smart person, like a considerate person might do. Okay, so channel 1 is going to be our blue guy. Channel 2 is going to be our purple guy. Except that's not purple at all. How come I didn't grab purple? Don't know. There's our purple guy. Okay, so all 3 voices are enabled. It is set to a length of 7. Let's put it on 8 just for kicks. And maybe speed all of these up to fast. the big variation in the end of the fall time, that'll give me a ton more just like spacey randomness, basically. So it's interesting. Like it almost needs, like it wants to be clocked, but it doesn't need it. Like you can just give it just rhythms. I'm thinking about, like, we should hook it up to the dot sequencer. I can hook it up to all kinds of different things in here. I was like, we can use the SIG, and I was like, well, yeah, but then the SIG just does its own thing. This is kind of like almost like the SIG in a way. Less control over potential note choices per channel, especially. But it does do sort of similar things. Pizza coming in hot. So if this is C, C, right there, harmonic minor pentatonic. Okay. Could do harmonic minor, which is always fun. Okay, so then if we just put this on infinite, then it should never repeat. It should just constantly be spewing out notes. So spread all the way up. We'll put down, up, right in the middle. Thus proving my question, which is, does it still generate notes when it doesn't generate a trigger? And the answer, it seems like, is yes. In fact, we can hear that. Yeah, it's really interesting. It is like a quad Turing machine, but better, because it's got a built-in quantizer. Also, it has a rhythm mode, which is interesting. Basically, if you give it clock or triggers, it will make its own rhythms, which it normally seems like it does that anyways on... Okay, let's try about, let's just do one thing here. Yeah, I plan on using some Euclidean stuff very shortly here. Okay, let's take a regular clock and stick it in on voice 2 here. Yeah, basically. Yeah. So I have there's 4 channels of in. There are 4 outs, and then there are 4 trigger outs. So the outputs are CV. They go to the volt per octave. Trigger outs go to envelopes or whatever. Voice 1 is pizza, so it's got its own built-in envelope. Oh, hello, jeez, buddy, settle down. But it's only getting a really, really slow occasional trigger. Okay, so yeah, let's try giving these guys some Euclidean rhythms here from the dot sequencer, which seems logical. Let's go channel 1 into channel 1. Now what's interesting is it's not okay, so here's the deal. Okay. So if you hold the reset button, it flashes a couple of lights and then it does random rhythm generation also. It must have already been in that state because now all of my triggers are automatically giving me more notes. I have the autofill going to my drums. There's 3 switches. There's a switch for major, minor, and symmetrical, for flavor, and then for count, which is like note counts. So then they have a chart of the different scales that'll do. So it's like center, or like left, center, right. So it's either L, C, or R. So then you'd be like, okay, here, melodic, minor. What do we want? Center, center, right. Okay, center, center, right. There. Boom. You can control the root, of course. You can also control the major, minor, symmetrical. You can control the scale, but you cannot control the. It's funny, they have a thing for scale, and nothing in here actually says scale. So I'm assuming that means. Let's find out what they say here. About that thing. the scale jack is CV over all positions of both the flavor and count knobs. Interesting. Let's play with these. Just on this one voice, let's throw a fast sloths into that and let it just kind of just do its thing. So the flavor and count, those are the, like, if I'm still in minor, it's still going to keep it in a general minor tonality, right? So happy. Actually, we put it in major. Ooh, that's funky. Yeah. So let's put this in spread. I think that would work better. So that's the cool thing. It's like if you give it a rhythm, it's gonna loop that rhythm. Okay, wait. Hang on. So this is giving a 16-part pattern, and I'm on 16 parts. So what happens if we put it to like 12? Or 7? So your rhythms and your pitches are actually on two different things. So it's looping a 7-note pitch thing, right? So there's with root and spread all the way down. We change the root. We can actually go up quite a ways. 2 octaves, 3 octave range on just the root note. Okay, you know what I want to do then. I mean, come on. We have to try it. Put water into half-speed clock. And we're going to stick one of the outputs into the root control. hey, that's doing the same thing. Oh, because it's not getting a trigger. So the trigger inputs cascade. Okay, let's go nutty with this. We're going to give this guy a 7-note pattern for the third voice. Because why wouldn't we? I mean, come on. Okay, enough of that. Sounds like a frickin' tropical video game. Hey, crickets. Yeah, just trying this guy. This is the Gamut Repetitor, kind of running it through its paces here. Now, if we put this on 7, Dollar Store Mario. Yes. Okay, so here's my question. So if you put this, the gamut, on 7, that's 7 outputted steps that it's going to loop. It doesn't have a clock, right? So it has no means of calculating like 7 steps long, like 7 16th notes, basically, right? So the dot sequencer is giving me a 7-note pattern, but it's actually only getting me 5 pulses. So if I bring this down to 5, I should get repeating. Noticed this with a lot of module manufacturers where the actual knob position, I mean, it is right in front of my eye. And the thing is pointing at the number 4 right now. And it's not number 4. It's on 5. Naughty! Can I just pull that knob? Yes! Oh, boo! It's got a notch in it. It's not a, it doesn't have like the lots of little like, you know what I mean? The knurls around the outside where you can just put it a little tiny bit different. It's got a flat side. Damn! Okay, so stash that in the memory banks. It's basically off by 1. Okay, so then if I change the Euclidean part, let's put it on a full 16 here. there's 16. No, I think it's literally the position of the knob and the printing on the faceplate. Like, it just needs to be turned by about a millimeter. Just major chord, minor chord. This is major pentatonic. Hey, Joe. Yeah, okay, well, let's listen to another voice so we don't get ear annoyed, all right? Here's the pizza voice, okay? Pizza voice is coming from channel 1 of Dot. Built-in envelope. Thanks, man. Yeah, this has been about a 6-year process building to this. So it's interesting because again, it's not looping clock cycled things. Okay, so let me explain what I mean. Okay. Here, wait, hang on. Let's get real. Okay. So, if you give marbles, for example, a clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? It doesn't put out voltages. Let's say you plug into, T1 and X1 and you have it spit out voltages and triggers. It doesn't spit out triggers on every single one, okay? But it will repeat, let's say, 16 clock cycles worth of information, of triggers and pitch. Okay. Right. Kind of like the Turing machine. You set the Turing machine on 8 steps, and then you lock it in. And if you watch the little happy little lights, okay, it's doing the same thing. Let me give it a little bit more randomness here, and then lock it in again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's doing the same exact thing. This is not getting a clock. It's only getting triggers. So when you lock in like 5, let's try it. Let's lock in. Let's make it 4, and that'll be really easy to hear. Okay, and then I'm going to see there's a little tiny light right here that flashes when it goes to the next step, which is actually really helpful. So like 2, 3, 4. Okay. So you can tell visually, which is actually really cool. So the notes are bum, 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 dum, like A, G, C, C. Now, if I put this on a 4-note pattern, then it's just doing that. I don't like that pattern. There we go. That's better. Autofill just kicked in. That's this 6th channel on the Maestro. Every 8 measures, it spits out 2 beats of random voltages. It's the Autofill 9000. It's one of my favorite things about the Maestro. Okay, so the order of those notes is still occurring. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, fuck, I don't know what just happened right there. That's exactly what I'm kind of doing. I'm sending it triggers. Okay? So again, it's looping the pitch, okay? But it's not looping the triggers. This is looping the triggers. So the potential for right? Hey Jason, the potential for like mad polyrhythmic insanity is strong to very strong. And that makes me very happy. That kind of makes my sticker peck out a little. I just let you process that for a second. Okay, so it has an independent looping engine in it. Let's just say that. The one thing I'm not 100% sure of, and I'm going to quickly look at the manual. Reset. Trigger input that resets all 4 channels to the starting value of the loop. How do you get rid of the loop? That's what I want to know. And it may just simply have the length. To generate random voltage continually, turn fully clockwise. To loop the most recent voltages, turn length down to this. Okay. So it's kind of like, it's sort of like the Turing machine. You hang out here in infinity land, and it spits out randomness. Yeah. I got my oblique strategies card sitting right here. I'm also wearing another Green World t-shirt. Yeah, good timing on that. Oh, I love my viewers. I was playing disc golf leagues on Saturday and with random people, right? And so I'm just like, guys, I hope you don't mind music. I'm going to put on 70s progressive rock. And like everybody was singing along to like Rush and Yes and everything. And I was just like, my peeps. These are my peeps. All right. Yeah, it's such a good album too. That was maybe the first album I ever actually bought myself was Lark's Tongues in Aspic by King Crimson. And then I remember putting it in my tape player, my old cheap-ass Sears brand Walkman knockoff, and walking around the mall and listening to it, going, holy shit, this is heavy. Okay, back to this now. What are we on here? We're on infinite. So let's turn this down to like 8. Well, I can credit it. I had a good friend of mine who I was like literally friends with since preschool. And he kind of, I think his older sister was into like Genesis and Asia and stuff. And so we got into it through her, and then we branched out, and, you know, everything went industrial and go a trance later on. And then the frosting on the top of it all was like heavy doses of classical music because I was playing piano all the time. There we go. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hang on. You know what else we need? I sure could go for a few channels of randomized percussion, couldn't you? Let's do that, because you may find yourself with an ADAC probabilistic generator. And you may find yourself with 4 channels of randomness into 1 output into your T-networks. And you may ask yourself, why the hell not? Lock it in. Yeah, of course that's a Talking Heads reference. He's Eno adjacent. That was excellent. That was excellent. Did you guys ever listen to My Life in the Bush of Ghosts? Brian Eno, David Byrne. It's fantastic. Yeah, you can hear his voice in the background. Letting the water hold me up. He has a very distinct voice. Well, the Euclidean is more about trigger freedom, isn't it? So again, here's the thing. I could take this and hit the hold the reset button, and now it's actually going to derive new rhythms from the triggers that I give it. But if I'm giving it nifty triggers with cool patterns, then what's the point of that? You know? knew this was going to happen today. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying. I need like C quarter note. All quarter notes. All day. There we go. Yes! Okay, here's the thing. You're saying it's asyncopated. That doesn't really jive with what I'm hearing at all or experiencing. In other words, you're saying it's not syncopated. Okay, but keep in mind, this is repeating every 16 pitches over and over and over and over and over. Well, if you've got about $25,000 to spare, that's about how much the aggregate cost of just this blob is. But like, again, some of these modules I've had the Vector for what, 4 years? At least? He said no result. I'm gonna light the building on fire. Okay, anyway, so yeah, this is doing 16 notes of repetition. Okay. Now I still have the spread pretty low. And we haven't changed the scale or done anything. We're just sitting in minor. Just bleh, done. Okay, here's the thing though, right? Pick a hobby. I don't care what hobby it is. It all costs money. Everything. So, if you're like, oh, I'm going to do this thing. Like, okay, like I know people, I have friends of mine who are car guys. Holy shit, how much money they spend on things. You know, and one of them is like a JDM everything, right? Oof. Well, hopefully she's selling houses then too. So, you know. Yeah. So, I mean, like, these guys are spending, you know, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a year just on, like, driving places. And again, let's take it a step further. Imagine having a boat. You know, we've had this discussion before in person, I think. With a couple of people in here. Like, it's a commonplace thing. Like, it seems frivolous, but, like, I don't know, man. I don't think it is. I think it's really good for your mental health if you try it and you're doing a thing. And, like, for me, it absolutely just, like, I could be in the worst mood or flying an airplane. That's even worse. Like, I can be in the worst mood. One of the things that I love the fact that I have people that are viewing, right? It kind of forces me to stay on at least a vague modicum of a schedule, right? And that, makes me come here, and then I'm just in a better mood. Like, I can have the shittiest day ever, but, like, after a couple hours of making music, I feel good, you know? So, honestly, we need that in this world. We need that. Absolutely need that. We need a way to shut things off, reroute our brains into positive territory, and, you know. Yeah. Okay. So let me listen to one of these voices again. So this is the center channel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Why are you guys not synchronized? What's up with that shit? This is the SIG, doing SIG things. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What just happened? It just spewed out a random 16th note. That's really annoying. SIG getting weird with it. Well, I watched the video that Ricky Tinez put out, okay? And he had it like generating like really funky bass lines and stuff. And I was like, how you do this? This should be, here's my C, right? Okay. So really what we want is to go up from there, from here. Make that our lowest note. So then we go the down up. Right now it's at 12 o'clock. Go a little bit up. Bit of spread. I don't think the scale is in a good place here. It really should be in like a minor pentatonic or something. Let me find that. Minor pentatonic, center, left, center. That's exactly where I am. Oh, natural minor pentatonic. Okay, center, left, left. Let's try this. all right. Was not a good thing. Thanks, Joe. See ya. Thanks for coming. The percussion is coming from the T networks, but it's controlled by the probabilistic generator, which is the ADAC, and there's numbers that I can't read because they're inscribed by nanites on the faceplate. But if you just look up probabilistic generator, that's the thing that comes up. Okay, let's scrap all of this and start fresh one last time here. Okay. And pick 3 new voices and do something totally different yet sort of similar, because they're going to kind of be similar because I said so. No, but the triggers can come from another place here. I'm thinking tomorrow night I'll probably do a stream, and it'll be an ambience to make up for my lack of Sunday. My lack of Sunday was caused by coming here to my studio space and then turning around and going home, seeing the incredibly massive mob of suburbia that came to view our town's fireworks. Now, I say town, it's actually a pretty big city. It's what, 60,000 people, I think, in the actual city limits, but we're solid in the middle of, like, suburbia metropolis here. So, you know, that's just... And then the towns around us, not everybody has firework displays. So then a lot of people come here. It's like one of those things. There was a town not too far away from me that did a drone show this year instead of fireworks. I can get behind that shit. Give me the high tech. Okay. So now here's what we can do. All right. We can hold the reset button. Everything flashes. Pardon me, excuse me, sorry. Now I'm going to run an actual clock signal to the gamut, just to channel 1. All right. If I can plug it in. Now, if you notice the triggers here, they are putting out random rhythms now. They're not just putting out percussion. If I hit the reset again, there. Now it's putting out a note every single time. Yeah, dude, I have heard that a lot. Jason and Nick and I, when we were at KnobCon, I think we had that discussion a couple of times about like the number of people who are potentially or clearly like at least on the autism spectrum, for example. Like it's something you see a lot of. Maybe I'm more hardwired to that as a teacher or something because like I look for that in students all the time. But it must just scratch that itch, and I'm 100% agreeing. Like even if, well, maybe I'm on the spectrum too. Who knows? I probably would have been diagnosed. So I think it's the direct connection from hardware to brain. It's like if I plug this thing in here, I immediately hear a result and I know what's going on. And there are like depths to the physics of it, even, you know. Interesting, yeah. I have found that just for myself in terms of its effect on me. So okay, so this is the default mode. I'm giving it a clock, and the clock is repeated for all 4. All right. So it's basically giving me 4 different constant output things. Okay. Let me hook up my classic 2v2 into the Popple filter. And then make sure that they're actually tuned.
Generally, that's a good idea.
Okay, now my standard of tuning has been this guy, as it's a digitally controlled analog oscillator. Oh, is this not? Nope, it's not. Not bad, not far. They're pretty close. Quickly tune those boys up. Okay, so I need 2 volt per octave output cables. Let's go channel 1, yonder. Channel 2, over yonder. And then we have 1, 2, envelope outs. Now, what's going to be interesting is running a sequence into the various like root or spread controls so that you're going to get controlled chaos and repeating chaos, if you know what I mean. Because it's going to be giving you a bunch of notes. Then when you change like the spread, then the range is going to be more, right? I was just thinking, like, this could almost replace my Turing machine, but not really. Not really. Mostly because I really love using the gate outputs. But okay. Envelopes. Tiny cables. I've got 2 small pink cables. Perfect. Get them out. Okay. Channel A in part 1. Channel B in part 2. There. Okay. So if I do lock it into like 8s. It's locked into 8s. Okay. But now if I hold the reset button, so now it's deriving randomized rhythms also. So if we put it on infinite, put it back on 8, that's 7. Trying to find a good delay time that like fits. This seems like good. That's good. There. So one channel's on the left, one channel's on the right side. That's cool. Okay, let's do something. Let's do a maestro. Let's go 4-measure random bipolar. But I'm gonna to attenuate it by a chunk. Okay? And I'm going to put that into the spread control. Let's see how that sounds. That sounds really, really neat. That's how that sounds. You know what we need. Let's get a little bass going here. Little melodizer bass going. Little bit of fog. We need voice number 3. And see, I think for this one we can get some Euclidean action going. Let's do something separate here and throw this one at pizza again because it's got a built-in envelope and that makes me happy. Now the only issue I think I would have, and this is kind of crazy talk, is that the values for scale and spread and stuff are global, right? But I feel like to have it per channel would be insane. You would need a screen or a lot more controls. So every 4 measures, the maestro is changing the spread of the Gamut Repetitor. So it's changing the range of notes. Let's decrease the attenuation a little bit. Yeah, this is the Gamut Repetitor by Noise Engineering. Yeah, this is really, really, really cool. Flip the scale. This could be fun. And also horrible. It could be awful. Nothing. Let's put it on major. Four, 2, 3, 4. random LFO going into the down up. How about that? Where is it? Oh God! There it is. Doing lovely things, right? Another voice. Okay, so I'm giving it Euclidean rhythms for channel 3 and 4, these two voices. But because it's changing the rhythms, you don't stick with exactly what you have on there. So if you're like, man, I'm setting the thing and nothing's changing, that's why. Because it's deriving new rhythms. So if we just did this and held that button, okay, so this one first. This is the middle channel here, so for the left side channel. Hey, Waterman. Okay, so that's here's voice number 2. Hey, XCOM. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun. It's like marbles on steroids. Or like a quad Turing machine with a built-in quantizer. Play more note. I still had bipolar on, that's why. So if you listen really closely, there are 8 notes repeating, actual note values repeating over and over and over again. Okay. Okay, and then meanwhile, we also have this, which is 2 separate voices, and they're just getting clocked. Okay, but because they're not giving me a rhythm, they're just constant. They're constantly putting out. So now you can hear the 8-note repetitions. In fact, here, let me just do this. See, and it's getting the down up. That's the thing that's messing me up a little bit. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I put on 7. That should be better. A little more separation. But again, if we hold down reset, now we derive rhythms from the clock. But now, because I have Euclidean rhythms coming in here, it's going to derive rhythms from those, so it's not going to play every single trigger. Yeah, my studio space here is in a big building and park that's kind of the center of our big 4th of July festivities. So there was like Ferris wheels set up and stuff outside, you know, full on. And then this is also where they did the fireworks, like at the lake right across the street. And the place looks like a bomb went off. Grass is all torn up from cars parking on it. There's fences everywhere. Just piles of refuse. Like, it's fucking post-Armageddon in here. It's crazy. We need our bass. Give us a little center, you know? Maybe a little bit of kick, too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, that's the root. Okay, so let's test something really quick here. So the question is, does it take volt per octave into the root? I don't think so. Maybe not. Yeah. I think the root is very dangerous, trying to add stuff to that. Very dangerous. Now, spread would be cool. You could sequence some stuff in spread at like very random ways here.
driving the economy.
Hey, Federico. That's a good idea.
There it is. I got the Gamut because I signed up for alerts from Perfect Circuit. And I was sitting at my computer and I got the email and I bought it right there. Yeah. So I haven't actually explained that. I figured, what do you mean it's not for sale anywhere yet? I just bought mine from Perfect Circuit. So maybe they only had like 5. But yeah, anyways, Gamut Repetitor. Lots of fun in a very small package. Consider it like a quad Turing machine with a quantizer built in. It's pretty awesome. So, yeah. Yeah, it's wild stuff. But anyways, probably stream tomorrow. I'll probably just do I think probably just an ambient stream to make up for my lack of Sunday. Because, well, it was really gross around here, and I couldn't honestly park anywhere. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm out. And thanks for coming, and hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.